Alright, hello and welcome everybody back to another episode of Heroes of the Storm A to Z. My name, of course, is Conman, and today we're going to take a look at Varian. So, if Valera was the scourge of the Quickmatch, Varian may be the scourge of matchmaking. Why is that? So he is the first and, as of now, the only hero who's labeled as multi-class. He's technically classified as either a warrior or an assassin, and you can build him out either way. And that makes problems for the matchmaker. There's a lot of times where there'll be a Varian on the team and there'll be no warrior or no tank on the opposite team, and then Varian kind of goes warrior spec and it makes for an unbalanced match. There are definitely a lot of problems with that in terms of the matchmaking right now. I don't know how exactly the quick match matchmaking, counts it, whether he's like a bruiser, quote unquote, or it's very weird in how it works. My understanding is they're going to be changing it to make him a warrior at all times, but even then that can cause problems if you end up going the assassin build. Let's take a look at how he does this. He actually gets a choice of 3 ultimates, and that's going to kind of pare him down. Depending on the ultimate that you're going to take, that will kind of choose the path that he goes. Varian is very weak in the early game. He powers up at level 10 when he gets to choose his ult. First off, we'll take a look at his trait, and then we'll look at his 3 possible ultimates straight from the get-go. He is, at level 1, he's kind of neither a warrior or assassin. He's just kind of a hero, generic hero. He's melee. He does some damage. He's got a 1 1/4 attacks per second. He does some decent, damage, I suppose. No armor, nothing like that. 4,200 health at level 20. You noticed I had that bonus damage on that first hit. So that's his trait. His trait is Heroic Strike. 18-second cooldown. Every 18 seconds, your next basic attack will deal bonus spell damage. Kind of like this. Boom. Now, basic attacks will actually reduce this cooldown, so the more that you attack, the more often this is up, and depending on what heroic you pick and what build you go down, you could conceivably have this up more often. So let's look. We're going to go straight to his ults. We're just going to pick whatever to get there. First off, the warrior build, straight warrior build, is you're going to go taunt. Taunt, 16-second cooldown, very short cooldown. You're going to force the target hero to attack a Varian for the next 1 1/4 seconds, which basically means they just face you, and it's sort of a stun. They can't really cast abilities. Passively, your HP will go up by 30%, and you're going to gain armor. You see, when you cast that, he gets a shield. If I go to the character screen, so you're going to be harder to kill. I now have 5,400 health. This is what taunt looks like. You see, it pulls the hero toward me. Watch what happens if I use this on Arthas. He's forced to look at me, which would be great to lock down an enemy hero. So, I talk about a lot of times like point and click CC. This is one of those things where if, say, a Genji dives in and suddenly it's, oh, he gets taunted, or some other hero dives in on you, you just kind of go boom, and it's point and click. It's short range, so you have to get in on them, but you can dive in on them, kind of like that. So yeah, it's something like that. It keeps them there. Taunt is very powerful because it provides a lot of lockdown for you and for your team, and it's only a 16-second cooldown, so you can cast it fairly often. Plus, the bonuses to armor makes you hard to kill. The extra health makes it hard to kill. So that is pretty sweet. Let's look. If you don't necessarily want to go full-on warrior build, full-on tank build, you kind of can go a bruiser-ish build. Colossus Smash is kind of the cross between, the assassin and the full tank build. So what does it do? 20-second cooldown on this. You're going to smash a target enemy. You're going to deal 351 damage. You're going to lower their armor by 25 for 3 seconds, causing them to take obviously increased damage. Your base attack damage is going to be increased by 100%. So, look at all that extra damage I'm doing. I mean, that's pretty good. We're going to take cooldowns off. A lot of damage. It's going to lower your health. Your health is actually reduced. Now, you see my health is lower. But here's what it looks like. Colossus Smash. Boom. And then their armor is lowered, and then you're immediately auto-attacking them. You see now he kind of goes 2 hands with the swords. You can use this on not just heroes. I mean, it's great for heroes because you sit there and then you follow up and you just do a ton of damage in a short period of time, and you can really burst people down. If your team knows that you're going to attack a hero with Colossus Smash, you just be like, boom, and that guy pretty much just gets deleted, especially to squishies. But you can use this. You can use this on And other things as well, like if I want to go attack this boss, you see? Drop the boss down, I attack him, and he takes more damage more quickly. Now,
I am coming to help with purpose.
oh, thanks, Malf. I appreciate that. Yeah, so if you're going to be taking down an Immortal, you're going to be taking down a boss, you're going to be taking down a Garden Terror, you can use Colossus Smash on all of those things as well. It's not heroic only. It will work for anything. So if you have a primary tank, maybe you get paired with an Arthas, or, you know, especially if you're drafting, you get paired with an Arthas or an Anubric, or, you know, just an ETC, somebody who's going to give you CC, where you, and, you know, going to give you some crowd control and can, you know, have a strong front line, where you don't necessarily need taunt. Colossus Smash could be a viable way to go, because it does provide a lot of burst potential on a particular target. And at 20 seconds, it's going to be up quite often, so you can use this very often. And if you take the upgrade to 20, it affects all enemies, and the cooldown is reduced by 10 seconds, so you can really just go to town with Colossus Smash. Now, that's the kind of the Bruiser style build. If you want to go Assassin, this is where the Assassin part of that multi-class comes in, and that's Twin Blades of Fury. So, you see that? I take that. You notice now he splits his sword in twain. Now he's got two hands there. So, basic attacks reduce his heroic strikes cooldown by 9 seconds. Just for a second. Watch this. Boom. Just want to show that off to see, you know, like the stark difference in the amount of attacks that I'm doing. So, look at that again. Reduces heroic strikes cooldown by 9 seconds, which is insane. Increases your movement speed when you hit by 30% for 2 seconds. So I'm going to show that off again. Get the extra bonus speed so you can track people down. Passively, it increases your attack speed by 100%. It does lower your attack damage as a result, but you make up for it by attacking just so much faster, and the fact that Heroic Strike is going to be up like all the damn time. So, like I said, there are kind of 3 ways that you can go. Taunt. The fact that Taunt Variant is so powerful compared to Fury Variant here, but compared to the Assassin Variant, is really screwing up the Matchmaker and the way they go. Let's take a quick look at his abilities, and then we'll run through the rest of his talents, and then we'll hop into a game, and we'll see how the Matchmaker will play with us. So first off, his Q ability here, Lion's Fang, create a shockwave that travels in a straight line. It deals damage and it slows enemies down. This is great if you're trailing somebody. I'm gonna toggle cooldowns here. This is great if you're trying to engage. That'll slow them down straight away. It does do enough damage on a short enough cooldown that it can really be used for some poke. And if you're chasing someone and really just need to close that gap, that Lion's Fang, that slow, can be just what you need to hit him with your E ability. And we'll talk about E in a moment. Your parry is what makes Varian also very powerful. 8-second cooldown, 2 charges. Parry all incoming basic attacks for 1.25 seconds, reducing their damage. It looks something like this. So this will, I mean, this is all basic attacks. So you can actually eat some tower fire, I think, with this, if I remember correctly. Let's look. Yep. No damage. That was absorbed. Tower fire accounts for that. Any basic attacks will count for that. It completely negates auto attacks for that time, and you can cast it in succession. You get 2 charges. So it can make him very hard to kill, especially when you couple it with Shield Wall level 4, and we'll talk about the talent when we get there. Lastly, you get Charge. Charge to the target enemy, dealing 114 damage and slowing them by 75%. So this isn't a stun. This used to be a stun. It was changed to be a slow. I call it a pseudo stun. The reason being the slow is it's a very big slow. Also, while Varian is doing the charge, the enemy just kind of stops. So it doesn't prevent them from casting spells. It's not going to interrupt anything as a true stun would, but it definitely stops them in their tracks. So you can hit the charge and follow up with a Colossus Smash or a taunt and really like lock the enemy down and keep them in this spot for quite some time. You know, if you have an enemy, if you have a team, like let's say you've got Kael'thas and he hits Flame Strike, that keeps them in that position. That Flame Strike is going to go off and they're going to hit the enemy team, and that's a great combo. You could use Charge, and then Malfurion could throw down a root on top of it, and you're going to keep them there. So it's really, really strong. He's very versatile. He's weak in the early game. Once he gets some of his abilities, really once he gets to 10, that's where he shines, and then he has some situational abilities at 13 and 16. So let's go through. Level 1, you've got your choice of talents here. 2 request talents. I really recommend 1 or 2. Overpower is very strong. When parry blocks a hero's basic attack, the cooldown of your Heroic Strike is refreshed automatically, and the next one does 20% more damage. Let's see if we can show that off.
Choose a talent.
I don't know if we're going to be able to get Arthas to attack us here. Let's see if we can get him to attack us. Come on, buddy. Hit me. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work. This is just the AI being silly that Arthas doesn't want to attack me, and that's just kind of how that goes. Come on, come on. Well, that's fine. We'll show it in game. There's a good chance I'm going to take that. That's a very strong talent. Just for the extra bonus damage that it can provide. You're going to be casting parry a lot, short cooldown. You're going to be blocking auto attacks. It'll refresh the Heroic Strike, give it the extra bonus damage, which is also really good. It's going to make you very bursty. Alternatively, King's Quest is kind of a 3-tiered quest. You have 3 different things to accomplish. Hit 50 heroes with basic attacks, participate in 5 hero takedowns, and also gather 20 regen globes. Each one of these individually is going to give you 10 bonus damage, base attack damage. If you complete all 3, you're going to get an additional 45% base damage on top of this. If you're going to go Assassin, this might be something that you do. So you're going to get ultimately 75% bonus damage on top of this. I mean, you might even consider this if you go Colossus Smash. I think Overpower is just super strong, but this has got some value to it. King's Quest. Level 4. Alright, Shield Wall. Parry prevents all damage. All damage. Spells. You know, any spell damage, any basic attacks, anything you can think of. Completely protected status. You can still be stunned. You can still be stunned, but you won't take damage while you're in protected status. This is incredible. As you know, it kind of goes without saying, it's incredibly powerful. You can eat Chromie shots. You can you know, eat Leeming's orbs, Dragon's breath. You name it. You can sit there and just block it and just go crazy. Especially in the early game, I've had times where a butcher has come up to me to charge and I've just parried, blocked it all, parried, blocked it all, you know, slowed him down and walked away. It was just ridiculous the amount of punishment that you can mitigate using Shield Wall. I mean, it's just really crazy. It's almost so much better than Warbringer. Warbringer reduces the charge cooldown by 8 seconds and the mana cost. Mana is not really a concern for Varian, maybe a little bit early, but honestly, mana is not much of a concern. I've never really had mana problems with him. But it takes us from an 8-second, or 12-second, excuse me, to a 4-second cooldown, so having that up so often can be potentially very good. It's very difficult, in my opinion, to justify not taking Shield Wall in nearly every situation. I'm not saying Warbringer isn't good, and there are certainly times where Warbringer can bring you value, but Shield Wall is just so strong, it really allows you to just block so much damage. At level 7, we've got Live by the Sword. If you're going to go tank build, you're going to want to take this. Increase the duration of parry by 40%. Just watch this.
Choose a talent.
So long, so long. If at least 4 hero basic attacks are blocked with a single parry, its cooldown is reduced by 2 seconds. Now this used to be 2 basic attacks, I believe, and they've actually increased it to 4 because it was such a powerful ability. But let's just say if you're fighting someone, you're fighting Tassadar now, who attacks very quickly, you know, with his tickle beam, or I guess not even a tickle beam anymore, with his distortion beam. Tracer, Tychus, anybody who's going to attack multiple times per second, you're going to chew through this so quickly. You're going to refresh. Not only are you going to block, you know, it's going to last longer, so you're going to block all of that damage, but you're going to reduce the cooldown. It's crazy good. So yeah, Live by the Sword is very strong. If you're going to go Assassin build, Second Wind is super great. Basic attacks will heal Varian for 1% of his max health. While below 50% of his health, they also heal him for 50% of the damage dealt. This will give you a lot of sustain because you're attacking, you know, 1% doesn't seem like much, but because you're going to be attacking so quickly, you're really going to get a lot of value out of that, and you're going to see Assassin Varians, Twin Blade Varians go that route quite often. At level 10, we talked about that. You kind of pick your poison here, which alt you want to go. You really should have an idea in mind of which alt you're going to go early in the game. You know, do you need the CC? Can you maybe go Bruiserish? Look at the team. Do they have a lot of damage that you're going to want to mitigate? Do you need to burst somebody down? You know, we're look at do you have another tank who can provide you CC, or maybe you can go Colossus Smash, or do you want to YOLO and just go Twin Blades? At 13, here we've got a couple choices that can be situational. First off, Juggernaut. increases the charge bonus damage to heroes equal to 4% of their maximum health. That can be pretty strong. This might be where you consider going Warbringer, because this will put this on a 4-second cooldown, and this is 4% of their maximum health. If the enemy has like double tank, maybe you just sit there and you go Juggernaut and try to, charge their health down. I do take this quite often just for the extra bonus damage, but you do have two very good options otherwise. First off, Mortal Strike. Heroes hit by Heroic Strike receive 40% reduced healing for 4 seconds. If if you're playing a quick match and they don't have a support, you probably don't need Mortal Strike. But if you take Varian in a competitive environment, you take them into Hero League or Team League, and you're gonna need, or even a quick match if they do have a good support, Mortal Strike is really, really good. Especially if you are in, if you're gonna be hitting Heroic Strike on a regular basis on enemies, this will reduce the healing that they take, and it could be very powerful and help you burst people down. Alternatively, if you're facing a Zarya, if you're facing, say, a Tassadar, somebody with a lot of shields, Shattering Throw, 30-second cooldown on this, activate to throw a sword at the target hero that deals 123 damage, and up to, look at that number, 3454 bonus damage, whoops, go back on that, 3454 bonus damage to their shields. Passively, basic attacks against heroes deal up to 200% bonus damage to shields. That's just nuts. I mean, that will really, really make a shield user's day sad. You can completely, like, if Zarya shields up, you can completely blow it up. If somebody, you're attacking Tassadar shields them, you can completely, basically blow that up in one shot. Even if you don't have it up, you're going to do a lot of extra damage to their shields. Somebody like Lucio, who does, crazy shield damage, or drops shield on everyone all at once, pick a target, you Shattering Throw, the shield's gone. It can really mitigate a lot of that shield use. So there are a couple of ways that you can go at 16. Or at 13, excuse me. 16 is your banner talent, and there are some ways to go. By default, Banner of Ironforge is very, very strong. 45-second cooldown, activate to place a banner. The Graham will show you what it looks like.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Looks something like that. In this blue target area, it's going to grant you armor. 20 armor as long as you're inside this. Let's go back and we'll see what it looks like. 20 armor as long as you're inside it to yourself and all allied heroes. Last 12 seconds, it can be killed. It is targetable, but 20% damage mitigation is going to be super strong. Also,
Choose a talent.
I'm fairly certain, correct me if I'm wrong here. Whoops, that's the wrong button. I wanted to go taunt.
Choose a talent. Choose a talent. Choose a talent.
Yep, exactly. That's what I thought. It does stack. If you go taunt, it does stack, which makes you even more difficult to kill. It stacks with your taunt passive, so there you go. Alternatively, Banner of Stormwind, if you need the mobility. Maybe you're up against a Lucio and you need that extra mobility. Activate to place a banner, also 45-second cooldown, 12 seconds. Gives you 25% increased movement speed to yourself and all nearby allied heroes. You could go Banner of Delorin. This will give 20% extra spell power to nearby heroes. I think this is just more damage for you and your team. If you're full of spellcasters, maybe you do it. Personally, I think you get more value out of Stormwind or Ironforge, but again, play it by ear. Don't be hard set on this. I think all three of these can be very solid choices, depending on your team composition and the enemy team composition and what you think you need. At level 20, you've got some really good choices as well. For starters, if you take Taunt, being hit by a heroic basic attack reduces the cooldown of Taunt by 1 second. It's only a 16-second cooldown to begin with. You'll be able to cast this much more often because as a Taunt variant, you're going to be in the thick of it. You're going to be taking attacks. If you go Colossus Smash, we already talked about that. That's going to upgrade that. Frenzy, if you have Twin Blades Fury increases Varian's attack speed by an additional 15%. And basic attacks increases movement speed by an additional 10%. So he's going to be faster when he attacks. He's going to be faster after he attacks when he can move. That's pretty solid. The other two abilities, other than upgrading the ults, are very good. Glory to the Alliance. Banner will now also increase health regeneration and all healing received. That's the key part right there. All healing received for yourself and nearby allied heroes by 50%. And the cooldown is reduced. So super solid. You drop that down, you get extra healing, make all of your supports better. Plus the regen is increased as well. The regen is quite nice. So that's super good. Let's show you what that looks like. We're going to throw that down. Look at all that regen. That regen is great. All the healing bonus I'm getting from this, I would be getting from this had I had a healer right now, would be also fantastic. Demoralizing Shout, also a potential interesting choice. Activate to demoralize nearby enemy heroes, reducing the damage they deal by 25% for 5 seconds. So if you can kind of dive in and lower everyone's damage just a notch. So that's potential. He's got a lot of good talents. I think the early quest, the thing with Varian is, I feel like the early abilities are kind of pigeonholed based on what ultimate you're going to go, and then once you get 10, you've got some variety in terms of how you want to play it out based on the team composition. So he's a little weak in the early game, and then once he kind of scales up, he'll be very strong toward the end. So Varian is definitely a late game hero. Let's hop into the game. We'll see what the Matchmaker does with us, and we'll see how it goes.
We will forge a great destiny.
I would like to get I would like to get a tank, like an actual tank with me, so I can go Colossus Smash, because I think Colossus Smash is a ton of fun. But we'll see how it plays out. There's oftentimes I'll be the only tank. Here we go. We're going to get, there's no tanks but me. No tanks but me. We get some shields, which is nice. So taunt is probably the way I'll go. I will be able to taunt, which will allow Tracer, Kael'thas, and Greymane to pick off people. So that will be hopefully the plan. We're on Sky Temple, and we do get another Varian. So this is not going to be a completely broken game. We do get another Varian. So I assume their Varian is going to go taunt as well. This will be, I think these are fairly... We also get a Tassadar, so double Tassadar, double Varian. And they get 3 damage dealers of their own. So this could potentially be a very balanced game. They have... The Sylvanas can push a little bit, but this is not a pushing objective. Their Vala is also only level 30, so maybe she'll be out of position, which will be great, because that's a big source of their damage. The one I'm worried about is Alarak, actually. But we're going to see how this plays out. Alarak and Vala are on a team. We are 5 people who were solo. So if we can lock people down as Varian, these 3 here can easily pick people off. And hopefully Tassadar can obviously provide some support as well. I might go Shattering Throw, because they have a Tassadar once we get to 13. That could be potentially very good. If somebody that we're trying to burst down gets shielded, we can blow that up. We do have to fight over the objective, so we've got some range. Hopefully Tracer can do her dancing around people. The only one, honestly, the one I'm really worried about here is Alarak. He can silence everybody, and that could put a damper on everyone's day. But otherwise, you know, we've got some poke here. Greymane can definitely give some range poke out with the cocktail. I'm confident going into the game. I'll just say that, and we'll see how it shapes out. We'll see if their Varian goes taunt. I'm definitely going to go taunt. We're going to see how their Varian goes. I'm going to start off. I'm going to start off with Overpower. Alarak can be auto attacking. Vala's going to auto attack. Tassadar is going to auto attack. He'll be pinging me. I'm going to start with that. I'm going to go Overpower. We have enough damage that I don't even necessarily need to go Assassin anyway. I don't need to go High King's Quest. We'll go straight auto attack, or straight defense rather. We're going to take Shield Wall at 4. We're going to go Live by the Sword at 7.
3, 2, 1.
Taunt at 10.
Go fight.
Probably Shattering Throw at 13. So it's going to be a standard tank Varian build, and we're just going to try and live forever. Is the plan. We do have to watch out for their Varian. That could be potential. We'll see which one he goes. We'll see if he stays, if he goes tank, or if he goes a Colossus Smash. You know, we do have squishies. Colossus Smash could take people down pretty quickly. Tassadar, he looks like Tassadar is going an auto attack build because he's being very aggressive. He's going to have to be careful about that. All those parries right there. I have to watch out. Greymane goes down to, I don't know what that was. That's the fear of Tracer. Enemy Varian can really lock down Tracer because of the charge. It really prevents her from moving.
We forge our own destiny.
Varian very weak at level 1. And against 3 people, there's really not much we can do. I gotta be careful not to walk into that.
Justice is at hand.
Try to get a little bit of poke there. I already tapped the well, so that's trouble. Vala is up top. Tracer's gonna go up top. That's a smart plan. We're just gonna sit here. I'm not gonna go crazy. I wish Kael'thas didn't leave. I wish Kael'thas didn't leave bottom, but that's fine. I'm gonna Hearth and immediately just gonna go back top. We're gonna head up here. I'm gonna ping that I'm gonna head to the top. These guys are gonna skirmish over here. Here's what we have to watch out for right here. She's down bottom by herself. So they're seeding us. Basically, they're giving us a 4-on-5 on these first 2 objectives, and as a result, they're gonna gain a lot of value from that. Oops, I almost clicked myself the wrong way. We do have to watch out for this. I don't know what the fuck these guys are doing. These guys are fighting over nothing. Tracer is... I don't know what Tracer's doing either. Like, unfortunately, Sylvanas is going to town on the bottom, and we're not taking advantage of the fact that we're outnumbering them everywhere else. You see that? Already, now, we should have taken that middle objective, and instead, we're giving them the middle objective because we screwed up, and Sylvanas is on bottom. So we're really digging ourselves a hole right here. And I'm going to be in trouble because I'm taking a lot of damage from these things, and now I need to bail out. Completely, absolutely misplayed the beginning of this.
Choose a talent.
We're going to go shield wall at 4. We're not going to get there in time to do anything. Like, absolutely misplayed the almighty hell out of the beginning of this game. We're going to hope that we can pick it up toward the end.
Find something else to fight over.
We'll see, we forced Tassadar to bail out. We have... Okay, so the enemy... Looks like the enemy Kael'thas, or enemy Varian, did go shield wall, which is about what I expected. So he's going to be a pain in the ass to kill. Oh, somehow he knew I was there. That's unfortunate. Like...
With honor.
Oof, that was close. Almost got that Tassadar. Really would have loved to pick him off. But that's okay. Greymane is complaining about the lag. I'm going to go back to the middle. So it looks like their Sylvanas took a Merc camp. We already lost the bottom keep, or bottom fort, I should say. Kael'thas gets killed in the Varian. Fantastic. That's really good for us. I'm going to go in and take that health globe. Just shield wall just in case. We're going to hang out here, soak a little bit of the XPs. This I'm interested in. I'm going to see where this is going. There's a big... I really don't know why everyone is engaging up top. There's really no need for this. You're leveled down. We really need the XP. Somebody should be bottom clearing that minion wave.
Justice is at hand.
There is no need to be 4 on whatever you are up there. Like, just... Ugh. They're a level ahead. That's the they're a level ahead. Okay, so we get a kill on Vala. Tassadar's hurting. This is bottom. We're gonna go live by the sword.
Soon they shall bask in my glory.
Tracer is super weak. Gotta watch out for that. Yeah, that's about... There's really not much we can do there. Well, that's just a little bit of poke damage. Now everybody is super weak, and we're gonna go down here. And I'm gonna be by myself, and that I can't really engage in there by myself, especially down a level. I mean, I can't do anything because I need help. He's over here clearing the minion wave, which is what he needs to have be done. Tracer is just up top. I don't know what she's doing up top. Okay, maybe we can go in now. I don't know how many people are in there. Nope, that's their whole team.
You have lost a fort.
Yeah,
Don't think I'll just...
we're just throwing this game away. Honestly, whole team. We probably should have bailed out. I was waiting for the team. We didn't go in. I should not have gone in there. Honestly, I should have known better. Tassadar is basically being AFK. Here he goes. Okay.
This battle is far from over.
And so the night fades.
Alright, I'm just telling the team, get 10. Stop fucking fighting.
But it will return again.
Their Varian... What did he do? He hasn't picked a talent yet. He might go... He went second win. He might go Assassin.
Perish. For Azeroth. We think the same way.
What are you... Jesus Christ, what are you doing? I'm just a little annoyed because Varian still hasn't picked his 10 yet. So I don't know what he's going to do. I don't want to get picked off. I don't see the enemy on the minimap, so they might be going boss, but I also want to watch out for the rotation.
Serve with honor.
Yeah. Okay, he went taunt. I see the shield there. Back off, boys. Back off. We don't have 10.
You have some skill, it's true.
With purpose. We should attack here. Long overdue.
Now, she can see me coming up if she's paying attention. There we go. She exploded her wailing arrow right away.
Long overdue.
We're down 2 forts because we're going to lose this. The good news is, the enemy team has a Varian too, so at least we can show that off. I was confident for a little while.
Through the temples. Guardian,
Yeah, he went taunt.
not let these mortals surprise.
I don't know who's pinging.
Good. I was growing bored. Assist me.
Alright, you're gonna get muted. We lost 2 people. You can take it by yourself, you know, they're all down there.
Serve with honor.
Alright, everyone is getting muted.
Enemy fort.
These guys, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's the weekend. Maybe just all of the bad people are playing right now. And just people who just don't understand how the game is playing. We're going to get... I'm waiting for us to get picked off. Here we go.
Let's see how you fight.
That was a kill.
Yeah, I got killed there. That wasn't really much I could do on that one.
For the glory.
The magic of the temple sleeps.
Tracer's probably going to get herself killed in mid.
Otherwise,
Not even. I was going to go take that camp. Nobody seems to have the right idea. I didn't ping for it.
use a talent.
Let's go Shattering Throw and say, fuck it.
I fight for my kingdom.
Tass is up there by himself. I'm just going to peek boss. I'm not actually going to engage. Whoop, there we go. Varian went Mortal Strike, which I don't think he needs to do because we don't have any supports. Like, this is not a good place to be.
This one must perish. You're holding to face me.
Yeah. I don't know whose force wall that is. I hope it wasn't ours, otherwise I would be furious. Run the hell away, guys. Where are you going? Jesus Christ.
So be it. Face me. No potion. With purpose.
Enemy.
Alright, she popped out too soon. Oh my god, what are we doing? That must be their force wall.
And left.
Long overdue.
There we go. Kill on the Varian. Thank Christ. I'm gonna hearth.
The light of the sun grows.
Who is that? That is... They both win force wall, so I don't even know who to yell at. We lost a fort.
Good.
Why are you asking for assistance to take the watchtower? It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I'm not the right one to be clearing this wave. I'm sure they're gonna go... Only Varian is dead.
Forge our own destiny.
Hey, look, Passadar. Thank God. You're on your own. He just walked in there blind. That's just silly. Silly, silly, silly. Tracer's gonna walk in there blind. She's gonna get herself kicked off. I see two people there. Like, wait for the frickin' team.
Good. I was good.
Like, Jesus Christ. Like, we need to get out of here.
Sir.
You will.
Like, I don't know where everybody is. I don't know what our team is doing. Like... Taunt Varian. Like, come on. Like, this Tracer... Now what is she gonna do? She's gonna fucking go in there 1-on-4 and die. That's a... I hope that's a bot. I hope that's not even a... That's a bot. Okay. I didn't even see Tracer leave.
For the glory of the Alliance, we forge our own destiny. Long overdue.
I'm gonna go this way. This guy, Kael'thas, is gonna get killed because he's out by himself. Why are you by your goddamn self? Just run away. Just seriously, run.
Press forward. This one's mine. Press forward.
Your foes have annihilated the king. A pity the hero came back.
Justice is at hand. Press forward. Face me. You're holding back. With purpose. Face me. Charlemagne claims another.
Let's go and get it.
To arms.
You have some skill.
Can we...
It's true.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Fight for my kingdom.
These guys are seriously just pissing me off.
Justice is at hand.
Where's the team? Can I get a shield? Thank you.
This one's mine.
Where's our team? What is Kael'thas doing?
Sir.
Like...
This one's must perish.
We're...
There goes.
Long overdue.
What?
You have been slain. Double kill.
They can't even hear me because I muted them all. I'm just very salty. This is a 2-on-2? Let's look at this. This is we get Sylvanas. That Sylvanas is just super hyper aggressive. Varian is alive. Kael'thas is going to Hearth, I guess? I don't know what that was.
I hope someone needed that.
This battle is far from over. For Azeroth!
Well, they've got 2 keeps down. Or 2 of our keeps down.
My temple's power has been expended. You are stronger than I believed.
I fight for my kingdom.
This is up in 20 seconds. I would love to take that camp. I don't think we've taken a single merc camp all goddamn game. We somehow have a higher level than them, which boggles my freaking mind. Tracer's probably going to get herself picked off. No, she does back off. We do want to be careful over here. If they push in on this, this could be troublesome. And I don't know where the enemy team is, so... Are they going for boss? They're thinking about it.
Sir,
Enemy slain.
Good kill. Good kill. Good kill. Is that going to leash? That's going to leash. Let's see what we can do. I don't know where they are. We know they know we're here. That's fine. You can taunt all day long. Good kill.
Double kill. Triple.
All right, let's not. This is a complete kill. This is a team wipe. Somehow we won that fight. Can we can push with this. We absolutely could push with this. I don't think we're going to push with it, which is going to piss me off.
we forge our own destiny.
We're not going to push with this. Okay. I think we could have made that call. Maybe not. I don't know. Now that I think about it, maybe not. That might have been very aggressive. Yeah, I'm gonna go here.
Magic flows through the
We'll get a keep out of it, hopefully.
Guardians, do not let these mortals approach them.
So be it. Purpose.
Maybe we won't get the keep. I'm not sure. Alright, we're going to want to be careful. We're going to stick around just long enough to run away. You're going to get picked, buddy.
You have stolen enough of my
You're holding back.
good. Now the double kill.
To arms.
Triple
back.
kill.
Don't. Our enemies fall one
Core.
by one.
Yeah, core. Everybody's dead. No. No. Too late.
I must take a short reprieve. I fight for my kingdom. For Azeroth.
I'm gonna go help Tass out over here. I still have everybody muted.
So be it.
Can we get the top one?
Victory.
I don't know about this. Let's see what's going on. Good vision. Good vision. Sylvanas is alive.
So be it.
They are taking the top one, so that's good. Here comes the...
Soon they shall bask in
No, 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 no. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. Bad idea. I think this is a bad idea. Greymane's way over here. I think this is a bad idea. Like, I don't like this idea. Like, I think this is not a good idea. Until we do that. Okay. That explodes her. Now it's a 4-on-4 until Greymane gets here.
May.
Gotta be careful.
Press forward.
Dude, Kael'thas, what are you doing, buddy?
You have super skill. It's true. Double kill.
Okay.
A fine kill.
Are we gonna get? We did get the keep.
Triple kill.
Get the... Yeah, please. Oh, this game makes my face hurt.
I
Get-
fight for my kingdom.
Yeah. Go up and get the temple. They have no core. They have no forts. No keeps. Get this, and then we probably win.
Stormwind's light shines on. Azeroth.
Alright.
To arms.
We're gonna get it. Oh, that game. I'm gonna say GG, even though they can't see what they responded to. But goddamn that game.
Victorious. How unexpected.
MVP.
Such ridiculousness. Can I just downvote everybody? Fuck. Let's talk about that game, because you can see, if you've been listening, that I'm clearly super agitated over it. I like that battleground. The match was crap, but I like the battleground. Hey, look, it's a level. Look at the stats. Tracer did okay. She was bot for a lot of it. Look at all the damage taken. Same by the Varian. 4, yeah. 9, 15, and 4. That Sylvanas was super aggressive. That was a game. That was a game. Talents. I think Varian made the wrong call. I think their Varian made the wrong call. Let's talk about that. I went overpower. Parry block a hero's basic attack. Heroic Strike's cooldown is refreshed, and the next one does 24%. How much damage did I do? Okay. That's about right. Shield Wall. Parry now grants protected. I think you saw here why Varian is such a pain in the ass to kill. When he goes Shield Wall, especially when he goes Shield Wall with Taunt, he's just obnoxious to kill. You're going to be attacking his parry. You're going to trigger that. It's going to lower the cooldown if you go live by the sword at level 7, which I did. You almost have 2 seconds of parry times 2 plus the cooldown's reduced, so you maybe get to cast it like 3 times in a row. He's just super difficult to kill. There are a lot of times that I probably should have died and I did not. So, fantastic. Level 10 went Taunt. Basically had to go Taunt. I like Colossus Smash a lot. It's really fun. Even Twin Blades is really fun. But had we not gone Taunt, we would have lost the game. Had he not gone Taunt, I think they would have lost the game a lot sooner. 13. Here's the difference that we did, and here's where I think their Varian made a mistake. Activate to throw a sword. Whoops. Activate to throw a sword at a target hero that deals 50 damage and bonus damage against their shields. So they have a Tassadar, we have a Tassadar. I wanted Shattering Throw to kind of counteract anything that they're going to have shields on. Their Varian went Mortal Strike. 40% reduced healing. What do we have here that's going to give us healing? Now Tassadar, we can get some lifesteal. In fairness, we can get some lifesteal. He did go Kala's Embrace as well. So, you know, there is the potential there to kind of block off some of that lifesteal. But we don't have any real healing here. So I think that this was a mistake. And that he either should have gone the charge or should have gone Shattering Throw. At 16, we both went Banner of Ironforge, which was armor. And then we both went the upgrade for Vigilance for the Taunt to taunt more often. This was a game. Yeah. What can I say about it? Lots of deaths. I guess that's to be expected given the compositions that we had. We completely just shot ourselves in the foot in the early game, like took a crap. Yeah. You know, we were all over the place. We were running into fights. That bottom, for example, that bottom objective, we ran into that like 3v5, which was just dumb. And we just, yeah. We didn't play well. We pulled it off in the end, thankfully. I guess our team fighting was better than their team fighting toward the end. But man, did that... Oh man, that was a thing that happened. Also, Kael'thas got fairly lucky. I think he got 2 or 3 kills on Varian. And Varian just mistimed the Protect. He could have just eaten that entire Pyroblast. So, he was fortunate there. I tried my best to taunt Varian so he couldn't use Protect, but there were a couple times where I thought he was going to be able to pull that off. But man, that game was a game. So that's Varian. He's very strong, quick match wise. I don't know if you see him played so much in Hero League these days. You know, there are other heroes that kind of give you more CC, like Diablo will give you more CC than Varian does. You know, Colossus Smash Varian could be a thing for burst comps. I do like him. I think he's one of my better characters. He's just a pain in the ass to kill. That's all it is. He can draw fire at the level that I'm at. He just does. He's hard to kill, and he draws a lot of fire. Anyway, so that is the game that happened, and I'm gonna go and drink it off. It's time to go drink that game off. My name is Conman. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, share, whatever. Tell me why this game was not as stupid as I thought it was. Yeah, and hopefully I will see you soon. Take care.